Hey guys, thanks for checking out the podcast. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the very cool bucket list trip I am doing in 2026, the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, where I'm going to do my bucket list, hike Ireland for a year, learn about Irish history, town by town, through the mouths of the pub owners and regulars. Because what's a better way to learn about something you love than to experience it yourself? Patreon.com/we3Smiths, only $3 a month, and thanks for checking it out. And a happy post-Thanksgiving. What the hell? Every day. It's what the hell every day. How about what the hell everything? My name is Smitty. The week of the last week of November 29th, 2021. Post-Thanksgiving. And yeah, we all made it. If you're watching this, you've made it. If you're talking, you've made this. I am talking, and I've made it through Thanksgiving. Barely. Probably just a hair to the right. If you didn't see the Smitty's Thanksgiving night head injury video that I previously posted, we're going to break that down because I had a good one. It was fun. Plus, it's a fucking hilarious video, you know? So we're going to break that video down. All kinds of stuff we're going to talk about, including, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? Coming up. There's evidence to the contrary. Or wait, there's evidence being stacked against me that I don't know if I can get away with. Sloughing off as, oh no, it's fine. I'm not going crazy. That's coming up. Huge shout out. Fat Chicks BBQ in Atlanta. We caught that little video, the head injury video. You know that I was going on post-Thanksgiving, Black Friday, to Alpena in Michigan to judge the holiday parade. I do it every single year. This was year 10, or maybe next year will be year 10. I think it's 9 years now. Minus, well, still 9 years. Wait a minute. Oh, we didn't do one last year, so it would be 8 years. 2012, I did my first one. That being said, rolled from Traverse City to Alpena, stopped at Fat Chicks BBQ. First time I have been able to go there since Levi and I first did a Road Trips podcast out there, and even before they started sponsoring the podcast, and now they are proud. I hope they are. What the hell, everything sponsors. And they're awesome people, man. I finally got to meet Tim out there, who was rocking a Lions shirt. Way to go there, buddy. He's a huge Green Bay Packers fan. You'll never, ever, ever have me be caught dead wearing a Packers shirt as a Lions fan. So I guess you don't believe in it. Just kidding, Tim. But I was able to meet Tim, and Heather was there, who I'd met previously, and she is the one that contacted me to be a sponsor on the podcast. And long-time listener when I was on the radio. So they get me, you know, especially Tim, too, because he's the culinary fat guy, you know? And I relate to those people. But I got to meet Tim, and God, their food, first of all, pulling in that place, it was just packed. And it was only Heather, and I think she had one employee on, so it was only Heather and another employee just starting out for the first half an hour that I was there, and it was almost a line out the door, and it was one of those things where I'm just like, oh God, I wish I could help. Because, you know, I bartend, I've waited tables before. I just want to get back there and help clear this congestion. Just to be nice, because it's terrifying when you're by yourself and it's fucking out the door. You know, everybody talks about the short staffing that everybody's experiencing, and it's huge. It's such a problem. But the fact that they're able to just knock that out with 2 people is pretty fucking impressive. It was really cool because, yeah, people were, there was a line, but everybody got their food. Everybody was happy with what they got, including me. I got the Mac Daddy sub. I think I have it on my phone. I want to read the description to you because it was pretty fucking incredible. It was like a pulled pork. Let me get my glasses on. It was a pulled pork sub with like mac and cheese and fucking jalapenos and like aiolis. And Levi got the, what did he get? Oh, he got the pizza. He got like the traditional pizza that Heather said, look, this is what I really want you to try. She was super proud of the pizza. and fucking knocked it out of the park. The crust is chewy but crunchy on the outside. It's not too doughy, but just doughy enough. Great, like, fatness around the edge of the pizza. Just had a traditional pepperoni and mushroom pizza. The sauce was out of this fucking world. Seriously, the pizza was awesome. Now, what did I have? The Fat Daddy. Yeah, that's what it was. A white cheddar mac, pulled pork, and coleslaw drizzled with barbecue sauce on a sub bun, and jalapenos too. So it was fucking awesome, and I was worried, and I even told Tim this. I said, look, here's what I was worried about. I was worried that I would come back in, how many months later? It's like 4 months, something like that. And it would just suck. Because I think everybody knows there's been places you go to where people open up and it's out of this fucking world. You're like, wow, this is really good. And then either A, due to staffing changes or ingredient changes or any fucking thing you could possibly think of, people just throwing their hands up finally and saying, I fucking give up with this place. I can't be here anymore. It's that mentally will make you fuck all the food up too. So I was just like, man, I'm so worried that it's gonna suck. It's been so long since I've been there, and I loved it so much. Boy, did I not have to fucking worry about that. Oh, man, I was so fucking happy that it was as rewarding as the first time. It is Destination Barbecue in Atlanta, the bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Michigan, and it was fucking hilarious. It was so packed in there that I just commented to Heather, and I was talking to Levi. It was really funny just because they were all hunters, 100%. Everybody in that fucking place was hunters, pretty much, few exceptions. But I was just like, man, this is like the tourism. This is tourism in Atlanta. Just 2 weeks in November. This is like Cherry Festival in Traverse City. It's hunting season in Atlanta. Fucking A. So we went from Fat Chicks. Again, thanks to Fat Chicks BBQ, sponsor of the What the Hell Everything podcast. Then went to Alpena. And always a great fucking trip. That's my choice number 2 of a place in northern Michigan to live. Like, if I was going to live anywhere else in northern Michigan, it would be Alpena. I've actually tried to live there before. And, man, it's got some of my favorite beer in a brewery like Austin Brothers, so I didn't even get a chance to hit. I was super fucking, stoked to try the new brewery out, which is Hopside in Alpena. And their beer just knocked it out of the park, man. I had a couple. Levi had a couple. So I was happy, man. There's another good brewery in Alpena. Because anytime I go there, I like to do the things, you know? And then I went to Latitudes a couple times. Made a couple stops at Latitudes. That's my favorite bar. Probably in northern Michigan. Except Fresh Ghost Beer Works, of course. But that's my favorite bar, probably. Just super cool, like old nautical themed wood, like log paneling. These like concaves, dark wood, like concave wooden ceilings. This real small bar, got canoes hanging up and shit. A great craft beer menu, a little craft beer menu. It's not huge, but it's just enough. You know, good fucking cheap drinks at happy hour. I think I was fucking $3 for a whiskey and 7. I'm like, this is magical. Latitudes in Alpena. And I've been coming there for literally like 10 years. And I don't know Jeff, the owner, really. I know him a little bit. Just because every year I go to Alpena. Sometimes I go there 3 or 4 times a year. And I just go hang out at Latitudes for a couple, 3 hours, have a few drinks. And go do whatever I'm doing, and I just shoot the shit a little bit with some of the people there, and some of them remembered me for being on the radio, so there's always, they're the radio guys. So I've kind of got to know that guy through the years, and I think he bought the place. He worked there or was the manager, and then he bought the place. And it's just great. It's just a great fucking dive bar. Probably the best dive bar in northern Michigan. Matter of fact, put it in the comments. What's the best dive bar in northern Michigan? That would be fun to do a fun little podcast series. Maybe I get it funded. Here we go. Throwing motherfucking money at Smitty. Look, you fucking give me money, I'll come to your bar and tell you how I think it is. Do it. I'm just kidding. I don't want any part of that. That was idea thinking out loud. It's too much responsibility. But I do like money. do like money. I also like the fact that I stopped bleeding finally. Seeping is the key word here. Seeping. Man, let's just roll down. I worked Thanksgiving, volunteered at Fresh Coast, and it was great to work. I was looking forward to it. You know, my boss, Chuck, who's a good friend of mine, he just threw out to everybody. He said, look, we're not going to open the bar, but if anybody wants to volunteer, because Chuck and Aaron, the co-owners, are both pilots, so they both had to work on Thanksgiving, so they couldn't work it themselves. They would do it themselves if they were able, they just weren't able. But he said, look, the bar doesn't have to open, but if anybody wants to volunteer, so I said, you know what? I'll fucking do that. That sounds fun. I'll just have fun with people that come in the bar, shoot the shit, watch the Lions game, have a shifty at the end of the day, and I'm just as happy having that fucking Thanksgiving at the pub as I am with my family, you know what I mean? So I did that. People brought me food. I had Mug Club members bring me fucking cookies. I had people bring pie. So I had all the desserts too, mostly. Mostly dessert. They're like, hey, feed the fat guy at the zoo. Sort of like, but then I closed. Had a great night. People were awesome. Then I closed. Getting everything up. Put the chairs up, swept, mopped the floor. Getting ready to, like, count money and, like, put all the other things away and get the taps cleaned out and things, you know. When this happened. Watch the bottom right corner of your screen. Oh, oh, man. Just a fucking, as Levi put it, oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, no. Man, that fucking sucked. Here we go, one more time. And we'll zoom in. Boom, like a guillotine. Levi goes, dude, it was like, because I slipped. It was like, slip, pow. Oh, shit, there's another thing falling, deflect, and then I'm like, oh, fuck, shit ton of blood. Levi goes, your fucking stupid arm going out to brace the fall hit the back of the chair and brought it down like a fucking guillotine on your head. And it just grazed. Like, just grazed. One more time. Oh, pow. Oh. Oh, man, it's fucking slammed so hard. I'm gonna get the real zoom in here. I think this is the all the way in. Can you see the blood? Oh, man. Ow. Ow. Ah, shit. So then I'm like looking around for the longest time. I'm like looking around. Oh no. Oh, where's the towel? Oh, thank God. And that first towel was just a bloody fucking mop. Just a bloody fucking mop. Oh, there is angle 2. Let's take a look at angle 2 real quick. This is a quicker clip. And here I come from the top left, right here. And, oh, shit. Oh, it looks so much worse from there. Oh. Just how fucking hard I fucking fell. Oh my God. That second chair coming down is just the most hilarious thing in the world. A little closer. Oh, ow, ow. So that first one was a bloodbath. Just a bloodbath for a minute. And I was like, oh shit, I have to get fucking stitches, and I have to get, who do I call? Do I call December? I call December. No answer. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm just like switching between like wet compresses and hot compresses, just trying to get the blood stopped with pressure. And it started slowing down fairly quickly, you know? And I just am like, I don't think I want to go to the hospital. I'm going to see if I can suck this up. The last fucking thing that I want to do on this Thanksgiving. I had a good day. Last fucking thing I want to do is sit in the hospital. And it seems irrational for some people, and it probably is. I should probably, yeah, maybe I could have went. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go home and ask Levi. I'm going to wake up Levi. I had texted him and said, are you awake? And he wasn't, so I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to wake up Levi. So I finished closing most of the thing with one hand and with a wet towel just draped over my head while I was doing shit and counting money and doing all the things. So I drive home. It was a steady 25. I live in a residential. I can literally drive 25 miles an hour all the way home, and it's fucking fantastic. I'm like, all right, it's a fucking... I don't got to worry about speeding down an icy road because it was icy as fuck, and I'm just like tooling down the road, holding my head. Get home, and it's bleeding the whole time, but it's slowing down. You can tell it's kind of long. I get home, and I... walked in, put the shit away, because I had all this Thanksgiving shit from people, so I remember to bring... Oh, and I was conscious enough, mind you, to fucking not take the cookies home that were given to me. I said, you know what? The rational thing is for this fat guy to leave the cookies at work. And I was able to make that that decision. So, walked in the house, put all the shit down. I go knocked on Levi's door. Hi, Levi. Can you come out here for a second? Huh? Confusion. Mass confusion behind the door. Levi, can you come out here for a second? Give me a hand with something, please? What? Mass confusion. You can hear him getting ready, putting clothes on, comes outside. Showed him the thing. Do I need stitches on my head? I said. He's like, what the fuck? Looks at the thing. He says, no, I think you're good. It's just a scrape. I'm like, all right, that's what I thought, you know. And I didn't feel like and I had to explain this to my parents. Like, I have enough medical training in my life. I was a combat lifesaver, trained as a combat lifesaver in the military, taken all kinds of first aid, worked in a hospital for close to a year. So I have enough, like, medical knowledge. I know what to look for in a concussion. I know how to dress wounds. I know what I'm doing for the most part. I said, no, I'm not. I don't have a concussion. My mom's like, let me see your fucking head. And she's, like, examining it. My dad's like, make sure you're looking for any signs of concussion. I'm like, Dad, I'm already confused all the time. Anyway, I'm already have blurred vision. I already have a what do they call that thing with bright lights, where bright lights bother me. So that's why I always wear fucking sunglasses. It's been that way for years. So apparently, I just always have a concussion. So it finally stopped bleeding the other day. When I say the other day, sometime yesterday. Last night I didn't have any blood marks on my pillow, so seeping is what it was doing for the last couple days until the scab is formed, which it has pretty much. I just took my not my first shower. I still showered, but it's my first head wash that I did today. After I worked out, I risked a workout, getting my head all sweaty, and it's, it's good form scab there now. It's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long. Man, could have been so much worse. I know this. I know how much worse it could have been. That chair could have hit square. It could have really fucked me up. I could have just laid there and bled out until somebody came in the morning. Probably December or Chuck, and I'm sure that would have been a great Thanksgiving present for somebody. But it was all okay, I'm not wearing those shoes to work anymore because they fucking sucked, and it'll all be okay. Including my head. I mean, I'm still stupid, What do I want to talk about now? Do I want to talk about the project I'm doing now? I wanted to ask real quick. This is a little thing. I'll talk about my project in a second. I wanted to have another little nugget about Fresh Coast, but first this. Craig gave me a bunch of food. Craig, the head brewer, he'd been on a podcast before. He's in the band UKR. Good dude. He's got a culinary background. I don't know if he was a sous chef or a head chef. I'm not sure which. Some kind of chef. And that's why one reason why we get some of the great beer we have there at Fresh Coast, because of Craig's culinary background. But he brought me Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm like, that's super nice, man. Thanks a lot. He had also said, hey, if you need me to work, I'll be on call. And I said, that's awesome. Appreciate that. But I didn't need anybody. I went solo. That being said, I ate his fucking Thanksgiving dinner the next day, like 2 days later. Because I got home, and I got the Thanksgiving dinner that was at my brother's house, Josh's house, that Levi went to. My parents were at. It was the big family one. Brought me a bunch of fucking food there. So I ate that night with my fucking head mopped up, just eating. So I ate that. Didn't eat it the next day because I went to Alpena. So I ate it the day after. It was great. Great Thanksgiving Day dinner. I appreciate Craig. But here's the thing. It was confusing. Not confusing. I was the one confused. I was like, I don't know if I should give this Tupperware back or throw it away. Really weird. Because it looked like it could have been throwaway Tupperware. And I'm like, is it rude to ask? Is it rude to ask? And I did. I texted him. I'm like, hey, do you want to, do I throw this away? Or do you want it back? He's like, I'll take it back. And I'm like, ah, shit. He probably thought I fucking thought his Tupperware was shitty. Then I'm like, God, was it rude? Is it rude to ask somebody if they want their Tupperware back? I know it's probably a stupid question. Or should you just always, should the default method just be return the Tupperware? It could have been the right move. I don't know why I assumed. Don't even know why I thought it. Because I have fucking Tupperware that I throw away. Whatever. Here's the thing I wanted to talk about Fresh Coast as well, and this is the mystery. I might be going crazy. Every day we put out sandwich board signs on the corner, the opposing corner of the street that we're on, just to let people know we're here. We haven't got our full signage up yet. We put those sandwich board signs up. It's helped a lot get business in. Oh, fresh beer made here. Arrow. And every day we do that. Every night when we close up, we go pick up the signs, bring them back in. When was it? The Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. I went out, checked the corner, got the sign out from the opposing corner at Park in Front. Got the one out in front of the building, put that in. Went out to the opposing corner at Park and State. There's no sign. I looked around. What the fuck? Walked around the corner. No sign. Like, shit, somebody stole that sign. Walked back in. Finished closing. Text coworker in there somewhere and said, "Hey, did you put the coworker that had opened?" I said, "Did you put the sign out this morning?" Said yes. Fuck. Right before closing again, I went out and looked again. Same corner. Still no sign. And this time I was even more deliberate about it. Like I stood on the corner, kind of walked around. There's like a fence on the corner as well, along that sidewalk. So I just walked along the fence and around, and I looked down at the ground, and I looked across the street to see if maybe somebody had been a smartass and put it across State Street. Looked on the other side of the street to see if somebody had put it over there. I looked down again. It wasn't there. Thanksgiving Day, after texting people and saying, I think somebody absconded with this sandwich board sign. Later in the day, Aaron, the co-owner of Ubrew, brought in the fucking sandwich board sign and said it was laying in the corner that I had been at twice looking for. I refuse to believe that sign was anywhere. Now I'm the fucking idiot that has forgot to lock doors before. I'm the fucking idiot that has forgotten to turn music off before. People know me, but it's been like that my whole life. So anytime I forget something, I usually make it my routine to double check that thing. It's worked out pretty good. That was why I went out to that fucking sidewalk twice and said, I'm gonna go out there again just to see if I'm a fucking idiot even more. Fucking sign wasn't there. So I'm pretty sure, even though I'm the guy that forgets shit, like the sign's this big. It's fucking like 4 feet high, 3 feet high. It's got the logo of the place. It completely in contrast with the color and style and background of the fucking sidewalk. Like I wouldn't see that goddamn thing. somebody fucked with me and or Fresh Coast. You know, it was either personal or it was personal against Fresh Coast, or somebody was just being a fucking asshole. But I refuse to believe that I missed that fucking sign. He's like, oh yeah, no, it was just laying in the fucking sidewalk. Huh. So either I didn't see it, and if that's the case, then that's a problem. If somebody could look up Traverse City security footage for Park and State, on which corner is that? That is the northwest corner, I do believe, of Park and State is where that sign sits. Maybe not northwest. Yep, I think it's the northwest corner of Park and State. Am I going crazy? Did somebody fuck with that sign? Is there security footage? Please, for the love of God, because I might have to go away, you guys. Or I want to prove somebody right. It's a fucking mystery that I'm going crazy. Which probably explains everything. I do want to talk about the project that I'm doing, which is probably another example of me going absolutely fucking nuts. Do you remember, did you ever see, or listen to, excuse me, not see, when I was doing the morning show on The Bear, I did Smitty's Christmas Carol. It was fucking great. I had a lot of great friends do voices on it. It was my first foray into, like, or I've done it before, but just tried to do, like, audio productions. I love those fucking things. I love putting them together and seeing what I can, like, make shit sound like. So I did it with Smitty's Christmas Carol. I wanted, even though none of my fucking friends did great, including myself, none of us, with the exception of a few people, did like great British accents, but everybody fucking tried. Nobody was, even though there were a couple people in like with like an acting background, nobody were like professional fucking voice actors by far, including myself, mind you, and it just added to the charm. I have a few like storytelling hiccups in that thing that I hear and make me cringe, but there's so many more things I'm just really proud of when I listen to it, because it reminds me of like just doing it with the people. There's a great bloopers reel that fucking just brings a smile on my face, but doing it with people, but then just kind of realizing, oh, I can do this kind of thing. I have the stuff to do it. You know, don't let the fact that you don't work in radio anymore, don't let the fact that you're only doing podcasts, like, you could do whatever you want. And I'm like, yeah, I can. So I'm always thinking I have a few projects I'm working on, audio productions. And I had an idea the other day. When I say the other day, a few weeks ago. I was watching the Santa Claus. I was trying to get in a Christmas mood. I was in a bad mood. And I was trying to get into a Christmas mood. A good Christmas mood. And I was watching the Santa Claus. And somehow, while watching the Santa Claus, I got a wild hair up my ass to do my own, like, Christmas production, like an original. I don't want to tell you the title. I don't want to tell you... I'll tell you the title, but I don't want to tell you what it's about. The title probably says enough. Substitute Santa, a We Three Smiths Christmas original. I just got the first, the first draft written. I'm going to go over it, and the final draft is only going to be the process of going through it again with Levi, because I wrote it all by myself mostly. Go through it all with Levi. He's got some parts in it. Have him kind of help me refine it, add to it, make things better, think out some story things a little bit better. Make sure that's good. Then send them off to the people that are going to help me do some voices and get it produced. And I'm hoping to have it out the week of Christmas, the Monday, the week of Christmas. So if you're into that kind of thing, if you like the Smitty's Christmas Carol, by the way, that is going back up. It should be up if you're watching this after December 1st. That is going on Spotify December 1st, Smitty's Christmas Carol. So you should be able to look for Smitty's Christmas Carol, We Three Smiths. Oh, and that's another thing that I wanted to bring up. First of all, Smitty's Christmas Carol going up on Spotify. So look for it, Substitute Santa, a We Three Smiths Christmas original, an audio story. And I hope you like it. I am so far pretty happy with it. I think some of it's pretty funny. And really fun. So that's all I'm looking for. So keep your ears and or eyes on that, because we're going to do a fun presentation with that, I think. So now what I did want to say is somebody at the pub was trying to find my podcast. Somebody else mentioned my podcast to somebody in the bar. Not me. I never, ever, ever mention my podcast unless somebody straight up asks me, what do you do? And then it eventually leads to that kind of thing. But I hate fucking pimping my podcast out in a bar. I feel like a whore. But somebody asked me, how do you find this fucking thing? And they couldn't find, I was watching them trying to fucking type it in. We Three Smiths, what the hell, everything. They couldn't fucking find it. And I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why people can't find this shit. If you're watching this shit right now, please do me the solid of going on Spotify, trying to find We Three Smiths, use the number 3 or the word 3, We Three Smiths, what the hell, everything. See if you can find my channel and please follow it and subscribe to it. But it's fucking maddening when you're trying to promote it and nobody can find it. It makes me want to fucking punch walls. But that would hurt my hand. I already hurt my head, and I can't really afford to have too many injuries. Hey, before we close out, let's watch this fucking goddamn video again. Why not?
So you know it's beating as it should. At Abbott, we fight for these moments.
Oh my god. It's always funny. Every single time. And thanks for joining me for the What the Hell Everything podcast. I will do it again soon. Keep an eye out for all the things. And patreon.com/we3smiths. Becoming a patron right now. You can vote on what to listen to for the Rock Radar Smittys. Go check out Patreon. All kinds of stuff there that I'm working on for patrons for only $3 a month. Thanks, everybody. Till next time.
So long, sucker.
Good night, everybody!
I am so sorry for everything that has happened.
Bye-bye. Yeah, all right, I'll see you guys there.
By the bar and get your face, huh? Get me paid, bitch!
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
I love y'all very much! Peace out!
Good night, ladies.
What the hell? Everything!